Today, I am Alim Amedu Abigail from Department of Vocational and Technical Education, course of study Business Education. I'm here to carry out a practical on baking of cake. First, before I proceed on the practical, I would like to define what a cake is. A cake is a sweet baked food made from a dough or a thick batter, usually containing flour and sugar, often shortenings, eggs, and a rising agent such as baking powder. Now, having known what a cake is, a cake can be used in different places. You can use a cake in a birthday party, you can use a cake in the wedding, in anniversary, and all that. So now I would like to to show you the ingredients used in baking a cake. The flour. Flour here provides a structure and it holds ingredients together, resulting in a batter or dough. Then we have the sugar. Here the sugar, it depends on the quantity of how you want to use your sugar. Then we have our egg. The egg here adds a structure to the cake. We have the preservative, which is used to preserve the cake. We have a baking powder here. The baking powder here serves as a rising agent in the cake. Then we have a knife. We use it to cut maybe the butter or anything you want to break anything you want to use in the cake. We have the vanilla. Here, vanilla adds flavor to the cake. We have our measuring cups. This measuring cups is used to determine how you want the cake to be, the taste you want it to be. Not just people bake cake without measurement. Everything we use, we need measuring instrument. Then here you can see here I have my turning stick. I use it to cream my butter and my sugar together when carrying out the practical. Then I have my whisk here, used in whisking the egg, turning it together to get to make the egg so that the egg white and the yolk can come down together. And milk here is optional. The milk here is optional. It adds taste to the cake. Some people use it most often so as to bring a taste to the cake. So I also have my bowl which I'm going to use, and then my baking pan. First, in baking a cake, we cut our butter. You bring out your butter, you take your bowl, make sure you have a clean clean towel so you can clean the bowl. Then you cut your butter with your knife. This is where the function of the knife comes in. Cut your butter with the knife. You don't use your hand or your mouth, because when you use all those kind of things, you see people will now say, why are you putting your hands into your mouth? So what you use is either you use a knife or you use your scissors. You put your butter in the bowl. Now, as for me, I'm using one butter for this cake because I want to use different kind of measurement for it. And per butter, some people can say per butter is 3 cups, per butter is 1.5 cup. But I'll be using 2 cups of flour per butter. Put your butter in the bowl. Then you measure your sugar. Most people like sugar in a cake, and some doesn't like much sugar, like people of diabetes and all that. But I'm using 1/2 cup of sugar per 1 butter. This is the measuring cup, and this is a 1/2 cup of sugar. Now, after measuring your sugar and your butter, you cream clockwise, like you cream until it becomes fluffy. Make sure you cream the cake very well the sugar and you screen the butter and sugar very well. And as you can see, I'm just going to just one direction. This is because in a cake, you cream it in one direction so that the cake will not fall. Some people say, why did they cream a cake with one direction? This is what I'm doing. We only cream it until it becomes fluffy. Now, you see, the butter and sugar is well creamed and is already fluffy. What you do next now is to whisk your egg, break your egg. Break your eggs. I'm using 1 butter, just as I said before. 1 butter, and I'm using 4 eggs for it. That is the measurement so that the cake will come out well. And I told you the egg adds structure to the cake. Now it's been broken. You whisk it with your whisking. After whisking it, you can see, as you see, it's already whisked. Then you pour it inside the butter and the sugar which you've already creamed. You pour it, make sure you add the ingredients all to it. Then now I'll add my vanilla. I'm using 2 cups for it. And I told you this vanilla flavor brings out the taste of the cake. Now I told you before that milk is optional, but I'm going to use it in this case so that it will bring out the taste of my cake, though it's optional. You open the milk. You can see it's 1 full thing, but I'm not going to use all. I'm going to use half of it. I'm going to measure it with my measuring cup. This is 1.5 cup. You add it to it, turn it. Then I said earlier on that this is a preservative. We have the powdered preservative. We also have the liquid. I'm only adding 1 cup to it so as to preserve the cake. Now I've finished mixing everything. Now I'm going to go down to the dry mixture. The dry mixture. And I said per 1 butter I'm using 2 cups of flour. I'll measure my flour. Measure my flour, then sieve it. This is the function of the siever, so that to remove every particle in the flour. And I said the flour is used my flour. Now you can see in the flour there are some particles in it and it's already been sieved. Now I earlier mentioned baking powder and agents. There is used in rising, measuring
1 tablespoon of baking powder to the cake, split it together, cover it, and now mix the baking powder and the flour together. Then I will add this dry ingredients to the one I've mixed, to the water one I've mixed. Add it one after the other. Turn it. And see, the flour knife has brought out the ingredients together, and has become to a dough, just as I earlier mentioned the function of the flour. Make sure it's being mixed very well, and you can see it's not strong because I used the rightful measurement. Now what next is going to be, I'm going to grease my pan with butter. I'll grease my pan. Make sure you grease it very well when baking, so that when the cake is cooking on the fire, you greased it inside with butter, it can be removed easily. Then add a little particles of flour to it, so that it can come out easily without gumming or sticking into the pan. As you can see, the pan is already greased. Now I'm going to, everything which I've mixed together that formed cake will be put into the pan. Having put the dough into the pan, then we have different kinds of oven. We have you can take it to the local oven, but in this case I don't have an oven. I'm using the gas to bake the cake so that we can see what will come out of it. And in baking it in the gas, it will take 1 hour 30 minutes, but if it is an oven, since the cake is not much, it's just 45 minutes. So now we just take it to the local oven, and in the local oven, what I do is I put sand inside my pot, and then place the pan on it on my gas. As you can see, this is how the cake looks like. This is the shape of the cake. It comes out very, very well. And I told you that if you are using an oven for the cake, it's just going to take you 45 minutes. But if it's a local oven, you use 1 hour 30 minutes. This is just what all the mixture, both the flour, the sugar, the butter, the eggs, your milk, everything forms like this as a cake. And I've told you that the cake can be used in different places, though the cake is just a baked one. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you. See you some other time.